Can I just look at the lights like this the whole time?
Yeah.
Well, I just always wanted to be a singer. My dreams were my dreams.
Happened.
Oh, tell me, brother, what's this road I've fallen on? 'Cause I've fallen too far to see the truth. I know you've lived to see what might be going wrong. It's a path that you took within your youth. Take me home. Oh, oh, oh. But my heart had ached for something that I had never known. But take me
I'm Sophia Massid. I am a vocal performance major and a music production major and a minor in journalism. So I'm doing that right now, and I'm also interning as a music journalist and working as a vocal coach, which is pretty fun.
Oh, tell me, mother, have I made you proud enough? 'Cause my dream was just to give you what you had only given me. I've stumbled and I've fallen on these mountaintops, trying to become the person you raised me to be. But take me home. Oh, oh, oh. Well, my heart had ached for something that I had never known. But take me home. Oh, oh, oh. Now patiently I wait for this midnight bus to come and take me home. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, tell me, sister, can it all be good again? Going back to Oklahoma, where my childhood began. 'Cause in this growing sunny state of Georgia, I found my only ally. It's my love for the land. Take me home. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, my heart had ached for something that I had never known. But take me home. Oh, oh, oh. Now patiently I wait for this midnight bus to come and take me home. Oh, oh, oh. Home. Oh, oh, oh.
I get to make my own schedule, and I I just get to meet a bunch of different aged people. Like I have a 60-year-old man that I teach, and an 8-year-old girl, and everything in between. So it's really cool because I get to learn about other people's voices and how to work with different voices and just work with different people overall.
We were sitting out on the porch, cigarette butts and cold raindrops in Colorado for the night before we took our leave to the countryside. But we were so scared, and the devil was sitting with us there. And I saw that look. It felt so wrong, but it felt so good. So we took our leave to the other side. Well, it was just a week, but I still cry. The remembrance of such a time. Oh, how I miss the way you smile. But we were so scared, and the devil was sitting with us there.
I actually grew up thinking that my parents wrote the song "I've Just Seen a Face" because they had played all these classic old folk tunes growing up, And my dad actually started a band with like his best friend, just an acoustic band, and he always listened to like John Denver and, you know, like James Taylor, a bunch of just old folksy dudes, and that's kind of like the influence that brought my music to what it is now. And my mom sings also. She sounds like Karen Carpenter, which is super awesome. And my brother is an awesome singer and guitarist, and he's been in a bunch of bands and stuff. So my whole family is all around like super musical. So growing up, it was just kind of like something I was born into. My dad taught me guitar, and then I just kind of learned piano from my older sister, and just always been a singer.
I wanna feel everything for you. I wanna dance through the night with you. I just wanna be alone with you. But we were so scared.
I just sat down one day with my dad, and I was like, hey, I want to learn guitar. And he was like, all right, what song? And he taught me just how to play Yellow by Coldplay. And I didn't know what I was playing. I had no idea what chords were or anything. Yeah, so he basically just like showed me where to put my fingers and stuff. And he was like, these are 4 things that you can play. And then from that I learned like what chords are, and I went on the internet and found tabs and learned all that. So I actually didn't learn how to read music until about last year, whenever I went to ACM. Ended up writing an entire album last year. I had moved off to Georgia and like, you know, tried to find myself, you know, that whole thing. And I wrote this whole album of just like emotional, raw music, and I actually just keep it all to myself and play it all the time. I feel like I'm constantly writing music, but only a little bit slips out to like be seen by people.
Oh, my love, how I would love to make you mine. And oh, how I could spend all my days hearing the words that you say.
I'm constantly listening to Vampire Weekend. They like really randomly inspire me all the time because they're doing some really like different stuff. So I'm listening to them a lot, and then I'm also listening to Mumford & Sons' Sigh No More. That album is still the best.
I hope you'll be there to hold me tight. I choose you. I choose you. And oh, those eyes, they captivate me, just like Apollo's sky. And in the quiet night, I pray to God that you will always be mine. And in this only life I have chosen you to be mine. And when it comes to be my time, I hope you'll be there to hold me tight. I choose you. I choose you.
Five, four.
Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. Is your feminine when you're more. Yeah.